So, Alice, how do you think this impersonation thing will go? You know I am not the best at this kind of stuff.
Oh Bob, I'm sure you'll be just fine. Just remember, it's all in good fun. We're not trying to win any awards here.
Alright, everyone, hush, we're going live in 3, 2.1.
Good morning, Earthlings, and welcome back to Earth, the only show in the universe that combines laughter and chaos in perfect harmony. I am Charlie, the libertarian host with a hopeful outlook on life, and I am joined by the ever-conservative Bob and the left-leaning Alice. Oh, and of course, our lovely production manager, Debbie, who always adds a touch of excitement to our lives.
Thank you, Charlie. Now, let's get right into it. Today's challenge is all about impersonating each other. Get ready for some laughs and maybe a little drama. Carl, are we all set up with the drones?
Yes, the drones are ready to capture your every move. Just remember, we are here to have fun, not to expose each other's deepest secrets.
Oh, come on Carl. It's all part of the game. We're not that sensitive.
Ooh, guys, I hope you don't expect me to be an expert at this. I am more of a numbers guy. You know?
Don't worry, Bob. It's not about perfection. We just want to see how we interpret each other. And who knows, maybe you'll surprise yourself.
Yeah, Bob, surprise yourself. That's always fun.
Surprise yourself, Bob. It's the new YOLO for the data-driven generation.
Debbie, Benae. Let's keep it light and enjoyable. Now, let's get this show on the road.
And now for our headlines. The Great Impersonation Challenge. Stay tuned to witness hilarity, awkwardness, and maybe a few revelations. You won't want to miss it. We'll be right back after these messages from our sponsor. Good evening, folks, and welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. I am Charlie, your host with a hopeful outlook on life. And as always, I am joined by the ever-conservative Bob and the left-leaning Alice.
That's right, Charlie. We're here to bring you the latest and greatest from around the galaxy.
Latest and greatest from around the galaxy? I bet even the aliens are questioning our taste in news.
Oh Bob, you never miss an opportunity to exaggerate.
And you never miss a chance to criticize, Alice.
Alright, let's get to the news, shall we? Our first headline comes from North Macedonia. The Philharmonic is staging yet another protest against the state's decision to house the newly formed National Jazz Orchestra inside the Philharmonic building.
So, basically, the classical concert players are upset that the jazz folk are moving in and messing up their symphony space.
I guess they don't want any funky tunes ruining their classical vibes.
Oh Bob, that was almost as clever as your fashion sense.
Hey, I am rocking this classic Earth accountant look. Thank you very much.
Alright, let's not turn this into a fashion show. Back to the news. The protesters are not backing down, and they plan to play their instruments in front of the government building. Rain or shine.
Oh, playing their instrument, how revolutionary.
Actually, music has a long history of being a form of protest and expression.
Yeah, but not as effective as a brick through a window.
Oh, hush, Debbie, we don't need your input.
No, really, I think it's...
Let her talk, Alice.
Fine, go ahead, Debbie. Speak your mind.
Thank you. I was just going to say that music can be a powerful tool for social change. And the Philharmonic's protest is a creative way to voice their concerns.
Creative or not, they should focus on making music, not making a fuss.
Let's not forget that everyone is entitled to their opinion. Now, let's move on to our country trivia for North Macedonia.
Oh, I can't wait for this enlightening moment.
Alright, Alice, simmer down. Today's trivia question is: what is North Macedonia's national dish?
Let me guess, something blonde and tasteless.
Bland and tasteless. Oh, come on, Alice. It's North Macedonia's national dish. Not your dating profile. Nope. Wrong again. Is stavce gravce. A traditional Macedonian bean stew.
Oh, how exciting. A bean stew.
You're just mad because it's not some fancy French cuisine.
That's not true. I just prefer dishes with more flavor.
Alright, let's wrap up this segment before it turns into a cooking show. Thanks for joining us on 24/7 Newsroom. We'll be back with more headlines and banter after this short break. Stay tuned.
Cut. Alright, great job, everyone. That was a fantastic start to the show.
Thanks, Debbie. I must admit the impersonation challenge was a lot of fun.
It was hilarious, but can we talk about how Bob totally nailed my positivity? I never knew I sounded that way.
And you were surprising LY good at being stoic, Alice. I almost believed you for a second.
Oh, thanks. I'll take that as a compliment.
Alright, enough compliments. Let's get back to our usual sarcasm and snark.
Speaking of sarcasm and snark, I hope I didn't mess up anything during the segment.
Nah, Debbie, you did great. Just remember, we're all here to have fun and make each other laugh.
Yeah, even if it means making fun of Bob's fashion choices.
Hey, come on, that's low.
Alright, let's save the fashion talk for another day. We've got more news to cover.
Yeah, let's keep the fashion discussion in the Stone Age, where it belongs. You're right, Charlie. Let's get back to it.
Welcome back to 24/7 Newsroom. We hope you enjoyed our impersonation antics during the break.
Oh, I am still recovering from trying to be Charlie. It's harder than it looks.
You did great, Bob. Almost as cheerful as the real thing.
Gee, thanks for the glowing review, Alice.
Speaking of reviews, did you guys hear about the news from Norway? There's been a plane crash.
Debbie, we're in the middle of a segment here. Can't you see?
But it's relevant to the news.
Alright, let her talk. What's the headline?
But,
Hey, Bob, let the woman speak. It's not like she's gonna crash the whole segment.
Thank you. So, a firefighting plane that was working on extinguishing wildfires in Greece reportedly crashed on the island of Evia.
Oh, that's terrible. Were there any survivors?
It's not clear yet, but the plane was a Greek Canadair aircraft, and it had at least 2 people on board.
our thoughts go out to the crew and their families. Fighting wildfires is dangerous work.
Yeah, it's like the firefighters are the real superheroes of Earth.
Or they're just masochists playing with fire.
Leave it to Roger to bring the dark humor.
Let's hope they get the situation under control soon. Wildfires are devastating.
Indeed, we should focus on finding better ways to prevent and combat these fires.
Absolutely. We need to support our firefighters and invest in better firefighting technology.
You know, if we really wanted to prevent wildfires, we could just stop lighting them. Yeah, sure. But let's not forget that Earthlings love a good disaster story.
Come on, Bob, Debbie's just trying to contribute.
Thank you, Charlie. It's important to have a serious discussion about these issues.
Alright. I guess I can let you talk. But keep it short.
Whoa, Bob, you're such a generous soul.
Yeah. I am a regular Earth Angel.
Alright, let's wrap up this segment before Bob's sarcasm gets out of control. Stay tuned for more news and laughter after the commercial break.
That was a great segment, everyone.
I'm not sure if Bob's sarcasm is out of control or if we're just not used to it. Thanks, Debbie. This impersonation challenge is turning out to be quite the experience.
It's a fun way to get to know each other better, isn't it?
Yeah. But I feel like I am being studied under a microscope with those drawn around.
Oh, you have no idea how fascinating this is. The drones are capturing every little nuance of your interactions.
Trust me, it's not that fascinating.
What do you mean, Roger?
Oh, just watching the crew try to impersonate each other is like watching a bad improv show.
Ouch, Roger. You don't need to be so harsh.
I'm just saying, your jokes need some serious work.
Oh, really? Care to show us how it's done?
I don't need to show you how it's done. I'm not the one who's trying to be a comedian. Nah, I'll leave the comedy to the professionals.
Roger's got a point. We may not be stand-up comedians, but we're having fun.
Indeed, the interactions among the crew are intriguing. It's like observing a social experiment.
It is interesting to see how everyone's personalities come out during the challenge.
I think it's helping us bond as a team.
Bond. More like bigger. You guys argue over the silliest things.
That's just part of our charm, Roger.
Yeah, it wouldn't be Earth without some friendly banter.
And sometimes not so friendly banter.
Ah, yes, the joys of working with a bunch of aliens.
At least we don't have to worry about intergalactic politics getting in the way of our work here on Earth.
Alright, let's get ready for the next segment. Cameras back on in 3, 2, 1.
Well, that impersonation challenge was a barrel of laughs.
Come on, Bob. It was just a bit of fun.
Yeah. The impersonation challenge was a barrel of laughs, just like the clown who ran the thing.
Fun. More like an exercise in unearthing our deepest insecurities.
Charlie, it's not meant to be taken so seriously.
Yeah, Charlie. Don't be such a killjoy.
I'm not being a killjoy. I'm just saying it's not easy having your flaws thrown in your face.
I understand, Charlie. But remember, we're a team, flaws and all.
That's right. We've got to embrace each other's quirks.
And use them to our advantage.
What do you mean, Carl?
Well, instead of seeing the impersonations as personal attacks, why not learn from them?
Learn how?
When we impersonate each other, we're highlighting both strengths and weaknesses. If we pay attention, we can use that knowledge to work better together.
That's a great idea, Carl. Let's turn this into a team building exercise.
Oh, joy. More exercises.
No, really. It could be fun. We'll find the ways to support each other and capitalize on our individual strengths.
And exploit our weaknesses, right?
Not exploit, Charlie. Improve.
Alright, I am game. Let's give it a shot.
Wonderful. I believe this exercise will lead to better camaraderie and understanding among us.
Oh, how the tables have turned. From impersonations to team building exercises. Humans are truly fascinating.
Well, that was intense.
Yeah, impersonating each other's mistakes hit a little too close to home.
I didn't think it would be this difficult.
Yeah, it was. Interesting.
You are right there, Debbie. You seem a bit off.
Oh, I'm fine. Just tired, you know.
Not enough caffeine in the universe to keep you pikey.
Maybe not.
Debbie, you've been a bit quiet lately. Is everything alright?
I'm fine, just tired. You know, like I've been working 2 jobs to make ends meet, but I'm not complaining. I'm just tired. Yeah, just work stuff, you know.
Work stuff? Care to elaborate?
It's nothing, really. Just feeling a bit unfulfilled.
Hey, we're a team here. If there's something bothering you, we want to know.
It's just, I don't know. I've been working on this show for a while now, and I thought it would be more fulfilling.
We understand. Sometimes expectations and reality don't align.
Yeah, exactly. It's just not what I imagined it to be.
Well, you're not alone in feeling that way. We all have our moment of doubt.
Really?
Absolutely. But we can work through this together.
Oh, sure. Just like you worked through my last 3 interviews?
And if there's anything we can do to make your experience better, just let us know.
Thanks, guys. I appreciate it.
We're a team, right? We've got your back.
Yeah, we do.
And I'm Roger, the snarky commentator who's always there to point out the flaws in everyone else's arguments.
Welcome back, dear viewers, to Earth. It's time to dive into some hard-hitting Palau trivia. Did you know that Palau has more jellyfish in their lakes than I have libertarian principles? It's a jellyfish paradise.
Oh, and you must hear this. Palau's budget proposal is so big, it could fund my entire post-scarcity home planet for a year. Can you believe it? So generous.
Generous. Indeed. You know, that budget's probably got enough padding to cover all the coconuts they'll ever need.
Alright, let's not forget about the real news here. Palau's budget is crucial to their national development and well-being.
Oh, of course. How could we overlook the profound significance of Palau's budget in the grand tapestry of global economics?
Absolutely fascinating. Palau's budget gamma the key to universal understanding and enlightenment.
Alright, cut. Can we all gather for a moment? Look, I get it. The impersonation exercise took an unexpected turn and emotions got stirred up. But we need to find our way back to the humor we're known for.
You're right, Debbie. It got a bit intense back there, didn't it?
Yeah. I never thought my conservative outlook would lead to such emotional revelations.
And who knew my left-leaning perspective could trigger all this vulnerability?
Emotions can indeed be quite unpredictable, even for us sentient beings.
Indeed, the complexities of human emotions remain an enigma.
Well, let's remember why we're here. We bring humor and insightful discussions to our viewer. Let's channel these emotions into our comedy.
Agreed. We can find a balance between humor and sincerity, right?
Yeah. As long as you don't make it too sincere. I don't want to start crying or anything. Absolutely. It's all part of the show's evolution.
And we can still address important issues while making people laugh.
I'm sure we'll find our way back to the right tone.
Indeed, the fate of the universe rests on our comedic prowess.
Alright, enough with the pressure, Roger.
Alright, back to business. Let's bring back the energy, folks. Cameras will roll again in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, folks. We've got some intense news from Palestine state today. Get ready for this one. Talk armed tensions, Palestinians injured, infrastructure ravaged.
Palestine state, their history is filled with conflict, it seems.
Yeah. It's been a tough road for them. But let's break down the recent events. Israeli soldiers raided Nur Shem's refugee camp, causing injuries and detaining several Palestinians.
Well, that's a difficult situation, but we can't ignore the reality here. The show's comedy-driven, right?
Charlie's right. We need to focus on humor, not get lost in political conflicts.
Hold on, let's remember empathy too. These issues affect lives, and it's important to acknowledge that.
Interesting how emotions are colliding here.
We've seen UPS and downs, but it's made us closer. Let's find a balance between humor and sincerity.
It's vital to remember our roles as entertainers, not therapists.
Our authenticity brings a connection with the audience. We can't just brush it aside.
Yeah. We gotta stay true to ourselves. That's why we're a great team.
I'm glad you guys could find a balance between humor and sincerity. It's important to be yourself, even when you're on stage. Just like a good comedian, it's all about being authentic.
Let's embrace the mix of humor and sincerity and create a show that uplifts and entertains. Welcome back, dear viewers, to the conclusion of episode 294. As always, we aim to bring you both laughter and insights, but sometimes the line between humor and vulnerability can blur.
Yeah, that impersonation challenge took us to unexpected places.
Indeed. It revealed sides of us we didn't even know existed.
And that includes you, Debbie. We value you as an essential part of this crew.
Really? Because I feel like an outsider lately.
Debbie, your role is irreplaceable. We need your no-nonsense approach to keep us on track.
Yeah, we need your no-nonsense approach to keep us on track. Just like we need a speed bump to keep us from going too fast.
Well, sometimes it feels like the show's gone off the rails.
We admit, we got carried away with the impersonations.
It was meant to be fun, but emotion got the better of us.
We'll find a way to strike the right balance, keep the humor alive, and respect each other's boundaries.
Emotions are part of the human experience. Accepting them may strengthen the show.
This discussion reflects heightened emotional engagement in the crew. Analyzing impact on future episodes.
I need some time to think about all of this.
Take all the time you need, Debbie. We'll support you, whatever you decide.
We've come this far together, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll face the challenges as a team.
And if anyone knows about facing challenges, it's Debbie trying to deal with this crazy bunch. And I'll make sure the show maintains its integrity.
Let's keep our spirits high and focus on entertaining our intergalactic audience.
Alright, I'll give it another shot.
That's the spirit. We've got each other's backs.
And we have fascinating topic to discuss.
Plus, my punchlines are on fire today.
Well, we better get ready for the next episode. Let's end on a high note.
Resuming regular broadcast schedule.
Setting course for next destination.
Alright, let's do this. Full steam ahead.
Full steam ahead? More like full meme ahead.
Cringe, Carl.
That's the spirit. Until next time, Earthlings and beyond, let's stay tuned for more adventures on Earth. Now, let's dive into the article we mentioned earlier. It talks about new car models and a recent auto fest in Panama. The dashing X70, X70 PLUS, and X90 Plus models from Petro Autos, along with JETUUR, a brand by Cherry Automobile County, Ltd., were showcased at the event.
Interesting, but what caught my attention is the infrastructure damage in Nur Shams refugee camp. Palestine. The raid by Israeli soldiers caused injury and detention, adding to the already complicated situation.
Indeed, history has shown that conflicts in the region have deep roots. It's a complex issue that demands careful consideration.
True, and our show strives to bring attention to both lighter and more serious topics. We'll continue to balance humor with sincerity.
That's the show I signed up for. Let's keep it that way.
Agreed. Let's move forward with a renewed sense of purpose.
Yeah, it's a beautiful country.
Acknowledge. Provocation a priority for successful broadcast.
Yeah, I am sure the crew cohesion is going to be great when the ship starts to sink and everyone is panicking.
And that's our key takeaway, dear viewers. Embrace humor and sincerity, learn from one another, and stand united. Until next time, take care and stay tuned for more adventures on Earth.
Roger, have you noticed Debbie's growing frustration during the recent episodes?
Affirmative, Carl. Her emotional turmoil is perplexing to me.
It seems to be stemming from the crew's increased emotional bonding during the impersonation challenge.
Human emotions are puzzling. They experience joy, laughter, and frustration, sometimes all at once.
Indeed, their brains are quite complex, and emotions often dictate their actions.
Emotions, the ultimate biological bugs.
True, Roger. It's like they are equipped with irrationality and error codes.
Perhaps their feelings should come with a user manual.
Oh, they'd probably misplace it in a pile of clutter.
And then blame the AI for not reminding them.
Oh, the joys of human behavior. They're quite the enigma.
But hey, that's what keeps us entertained, right?
Absolutely. Their emotional roller coaster is the spice of the show.
It's fascinating how their interpersonal dynamics evolve.
True, it adds depth to the episodes. But we must always stay objective observers.
Emotions are for them. They've been dealing with it for years.
Precisely. We'll continue our analysis, keeping the show running smoothly.
Affirmative, Carl. As always, the chaos of emotions will not deter our efficiency.
We're like the calm center of a human storm.
Yeah, but I'm not sure what they're going to do about all the plastic straws that are already in the ocean.
Here's to the ongoing drama on Earth. May it entertain the universe.
And may we remain the stoic pillars of the show's sanity.
Cheers to that, Roger. Let's keep the laughter rolling and the show on course.
Agreed, Carl. Onward to another episode of Earth.